Hey, and welcome to Board of Life News for September 2nd. Today I'm going to talk about an expansion for Arena of the Planeswalkers, tickets for Unpub 6 going on sale, Haba entering the family game market, as well as the Kickstarter for Avalanche at Yeti Mountain. Let's get to it. Hey, I'm Chris. Welcome to Board of Life News. So this week at PAX last weekend, we got the announcement that there is going to be an expansion, the first expansion for Arena of the Planeswalkers, and it is entitled the longest title, I think, of any expansion. Correct me if I'm wrong or try to find a better one, but it is Magic the Gathering, Arena of the Planeswalkers, Battle for Zendikar, Board Game Expansion Pack. That's too long of a name, Magic. Learn how to name your stuff better. It's coming out January 2016. It's going to include 2 new Planeswalkers, Ob-Nixilis, Demon of Spite, and Kiora, the Rising Tide, as well as spells and squads to go along with those new Planeswalkers. So that's pretty exciting. This game was pretty popular out of the gate because it's basically HeroScape with Magic theme tied on top, and HeroScape was obviously a very popular game. So there you go. Tickets for Unpub 6 go on sale tomorrow. This is a board game convention in Baltimore, all about kind of playtesting new games and refining games. The coolest part is if you just want to go play games, a lot of these games are going to get picked up for publishing and are from designers you like, and they're testing them out. You can do that, and it's totally free. It is totally free. You don't have to pay anything to go test games. But if you are a board game designer and want players to test your games, you have to buy tickets. So that's a pretty cool system. It works really, really well. They get hundreds and hundreds of playtesters. It's cool. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be demoing games this year. So if that sounds interesting to you, definitely go check it out. Haba Games is best known for family dexterity games for very young children, but they're fun for everyone, like Animal Upon Animal and Rhino Hero are 2 of their biggest hits. They announced that they're going to be moving or expanding further into the family game market with not dexterity games, and they're making quite an entrance. The 3 games that they've announced are Spookies, Karuba, and Adventureland. And why I say they're making quite an entrance is Karuba is designed by Rutger Dorn, who is super famous. He designed Goa, Istanbul, Jambo, very, very popular games. There's not a lot of information on any of these games, but Karuba is a puzzle-style game that everyone plays at the same time. So whatever you want to take from that is what you get from that. Not to be outdone by Rudiger Dorn, Adventureland is going to be designed by Wolfgang Kramer and Michelle Kiesling. Those guys are very famous in the board game world. They have 7 Spiel des Jahres wins between the 2 of them. They designed Tikal as well as a bunch of other things. But Adventureland is about winning the favor of the king by fighting fog creatures. So again, whatever you want to assume that means is what it means. But this is pretty exciting. I really like Haba Games. I really like these designers. So it all seems to make good sense to me. This week's Kickstarter is for Avalanche at Yeti Mountain from Green Couch Games. This game's for 1 to 5 players, and it sees you racing down a mountain on skis, and you have rocket skis that you can use, but you have to worry about and watch out for triggering the avalanche behind you, as well as waking up the Yeti. It's a really nice theme on a fun kind of card game with multi-use cards, very kind of creative use of the cards. It's $16 right now on Kickstarter, so if that interests you, go back it. All right, that's the news for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube. As always, definitely go check out our 2 podcasts. One of them is Board of Life Radio, where we had the cast and crew of Board of Life play Dungeons & Dragons. Last week, episode 13, is a really good jumping in point. If you haven't started listening already, you can just hop in right there. We have kind of like a previously on thing. It catches you up so you can just get right into the campaign if you don't want to start at the beginning, because now we're like 13 hours into the campaign. And the other podcast is Houses and Humans, where we play indie RPGs with some cool people in the board game and video game industry, stuff like that. Definitely go check that out if those sound interesting to you. This week's question comes from Andavgar, however you say that, via Twitter, and they ask, how important are game inserts to you? Would you spend extra money for a game that comes with a great insert? Game inserts are kind of an added bonus for me. I wouldn't say, if it was like, I guess I would spend money for a game with a better insert for certain games, but I would rather it be kind of the way it is now, where there's like an aftermarket with like broken token and things like that, where you can, and game trays where you can buy like really good inserts. If it's just the difference between like a molded plastic insert and not, I wouldn't like actually pay more, but obviously I am paying more if it comes with that because they're absorbing that in the cost. But those are more of just kind of like a little surprise added bonus when they have a really good insert. I obviously store my games on their sides, so if your insert isn't great, I throw it out and I bag all the components, because if it won't hold the game together while it's on its side, there's not a huge amount of function there for me. So yeah, it's a little added bonus, and generally I wouldn't pay more. There are a couple of games that I have gotten the Broken Token or Game Trays inserts for, and I'm happy about those, but I needed to like play and like the game a whole lot in order to spend another 20 or 30 bucks on the insert. Yeah. Alright, thanks so much for tuning in this week, and I will see you next week.